for asking. And let me tell you
So
something
we
about
are
myself.
asking.
My name is Rakesh Kumar. By profession, I'm a teacher. I teach in a private institute, and here on this application, I'm trying to improve my communication skill. And what about you, Shiva?
Okay. Yeah, once I'm in my final year graduation paper, I am pursuing BSc Physics. I'm from
BSc
Jharkhand,
Physics.
Ranchi.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
are going to be neighbor with the Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
yeah,
Okay.
not particularly kind of neighbor, but yeah, his house is not far away from my
everybody
house.
everybody can call you the neighbor of Dhoni just because of the fact that you are very close to his house and very close to his city, and that's the reason. Obviously, don't take it otherwise. It's just fun.
No, I'm not taking it as I'm just taking it
Uh,
lightly.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Would like to know my location? I'm from Patna, Bihar. Do you know Patna, the state
uh,
capital of Bihar?
yeah, I know.
So, what do you do apart
So,
from your study to improve your communication skill in English?
nothing, just practice here, like on this
But how do you
application, I'm
practice? How do you
communicating with
practice?
people.
Practice is important, but but the most important thing is that the way we practice, because some work is done in a certain way, some work is done unorganized way. So when you do something unorganized, it does not produce the much desired result. We want to see the desired result, which means that we need to do certain as a particular thing in a certain way. So what is your procedure of practice of English?
Yeah, if you are asking that, then I can say now my practice of English is unorganized in a way, but I'm getting good result out of it.
Okay,
Basically, I
it's
don't do anything. Whenever I get time,
spice.
I talk to people.
So
And
there's
apart from that,
yeah.
whenever you come
What?
again,
No,
did you
I
say
mean,
something?
yes, I wanna say that if it is organized, systematic in a in an
That's why
alphabetic
I was
manner,
telling you, know, my way of like learning is totally unorganized. It's not organized, and I don't know, but it's productive for me.
but you're speaking good English. I think whatever you're
Thanks.
doing is working to your advantage, for sure.
Hmm.
Because I can see the
Yeah.
way you're speaking. Most people don't understand when I start talking. I have seen and faced a lot of
Hmm.
difficulties on this application as well. So tell me something about the
Okay.
experience of yours on this application. Do you like this application?
Yeah, it's a good application. Means
How
here
long have
a
you
lot of persons are eager to
how
learn English.
how long have you been using this application?
Maybe 10 days or 12 days, but I was using some different apps before. Previously, I was using like Ace Fluency and Talk Now,
Okay,
but
age fluency.
on,
Yeah,
on that application, somebody advised me to come here.
right. I was also using that application, Edge application, but I found it much easier and much better because I can connect to anybody across the world. At the same time, there isn't any kind of fee applied to this one. Means totally free and unlimited talk, but there is some certain limitation on Edge talk. So
Yeah.
that's the reason I decided to
Mhm.
switch my possession from that application to this one only.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have any topic to discuss on? Like,
Pardon?
so do you have any topic to discuss?
Yes, sure. I would like to
In
discuss the
that?
topic. Yeah, definitely. I love the discussion of topic. What would you say? What is going on? In what do you think about the aggression of Russia against Ukraine? Do you justify it? Because as an Indian, justify Russian possession because Russian is a long time ally to
Rise
India.
of ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, what do you think about it? What is your opinion about this war? Who should be winning, and what
Yeah,
do you think about this
basically, this is not a war. I can, if you are going
aggression?
to take my perspective, then I would say like this is not a war. This is a military operation. Means soon, like maybe next year or year after the next year, India will going to do the same thing with Pakistan. So means they have POK, like Pakistan have now the POK territory, and soon India will take it back. Means in next 2 year or next 5 years. So this scenario will be play again in the world surface. So that's why
So
I'm saying that this is military operation. This is
So
not a
you
war.
justify it is not a war, and your stand is very much clear, and you're in favor of the Russian invasion on Ukraine
It's
by.
not an invasion, means it's like territory war, you can say. Since like not before, like 1981 or like 85, Ukraine was part of the Russia, na? And so now Ukraine is trying to join NATO forces and some European leagues. So how can a country like a sovereign country could control their emotions after knowing that his neighbor country is
Right.
trying to like make their territory unsafe for them?
So on the
So
on the basis of what is India likely to do, most probably a military action against Pakistan and POK. On that
mhm.
context, you say that Russia's action aggression was justified against Ukraine.
Yeah,
But
my
if
logic
that's
is
what
that.
that is your stand, but I can clarify your stand that if India didn't
Mhm.
have any issue with the POK and the POK has become integral part of India, would you say the same thing? What would be your position there?
Maybe I will like saying the same thing. I would not
No,
change my
you
stand.
won't say the same thing.
Means it's
You will take the
yeah, means it's a
humanitarian
common
cause as
sense,
well.
na? Means someone who is living at your like who is your neighbor and try to like give some space or like you can say some help to your neighbor who is your like enemy. So what would you do? You will definitely go
It's
and
there are
destroy
there
him, or you in your
You're
words
right.
let's
You're
say
right. The war is not the solution of every. It's not alternative of diplomatic dialogue and talk, because there are diplomatic talk
yeah,
as
means
well.
just
So
think about
directly,
that. Now we
if
are
you go
talking to with
and
Pakistan
attack,
with 70 years. What is the result? Massacre, dead people, three wars. So this is our diplomatic
who
way
do
of
you
doing
think?
things.
Who
I
do
don't
you?
think so.
Who do you think waged the war? It is the common people, or the political power of the country, the government of the
Yeah,
country,
it's totally yeah, the government.
government.
It's the
So who
political
is
party
going to pay
which
the price
decides.
for
It's
that?
never the
Does the
people.
government pay the price for the war, or common people? What do you think?
Yeah, both. I think both have to pay the prices for that.
It is not
Means
the both.
whole country have to
Government
pay the
goes
price.
inside the bunker, and the common people and the soldiers are also common people. They are the brother and sister
Hmm.
of somebody. Go to the war and die and sacrifice their life
Hmm.
in the name of
Hmm.
protection, in the name of invasion, whatever it is.
Okay. Okay.
It's
You
not
don't
the
think this
people.
is like a thinking of any utopian society where you do not need a police, you do not need a force.
Even
Just
if
think
you
about
take,
this now.
I mean to say that even if we take the POK, what will change for India? Will the employment
What
decrease?
will
Will the poverty decrease? Shall we able to lift the people out of poverty line? Can we do that?
Okay, so just take it otherwise and just think like now 28 states, like India has 28 states and each state wanted their freedom. So where is India now? So we don't have India now. So
We
everything can be taken as like two sides, na? So the first side is that war is not a solution, but second side is also like that war is sometimes solutions for like things. You
I
have to
don't think that
take
war
some
can
hard
ever,
action to
ever,
solve the
ever
issue.
be a solution to anything or alternative to a dialogue, political dialogue.
Yeah, but history has told something else to us, no?
We
Don't
can
you think?
read. The history is always past. It can never be present. It can never be future. The history can be better.
Yeah, but
History can
but
be
but
better.
but it's yeah,
if
but it's a
if you
saying, no?
take the
Means
example
history
of
can
your
repeat.
life, if you take the example of your life and the mistake that you have
Hmm.
committed, the blunder you have committed in your life, would you like to repeat that? Because that's the history. We learn from history. Would you like to learn or repeat? In history there is nothing
Yeah,
but war.
learn and take actions. Maybe not repeat the actions, but I will definitely change my actions.
So
And from
after
learning,
learning
the action is
from
the
what
second
happened
thing,
in the
na?
past, written in the history, we have learned one thing, that we need peace. And through the dialogue, we can solve
Hmm.
many problems. Every time the
So,
war and the
what
sword
is
is not
what
going
is
to
your
solve.
solution of peace? To
What my
just
solution is that, what my
remove all
solution is,
our forces from our boundary
we,
and just
I mean to
bear
say
all our
that,
citizens and brothers,
what is happening
send
today,
them to their homes.
yeah, what is happening today in Ukraine and Russia, let it go. The
Hmm.
way it is going, the God will fix everything. God has this perfect solution to everything. What will happen in this case, that the American is American is supporting Ukrainian. There is no doubt about it. Underdealing is
Hmm.
also going on. America has said to Ukrainian people that all the destruction that has taken place will pay for you that, because if I impose fly zone, we directly go to wage the war against Russia, and we will lose we will lose not only the people, we will lose not only the money, the same thing money I will replenish you in reconstruction of your home. So don't worry about it. So this is how the American is going to weaken the economic system of Russia, and if the war goes longer, it is going to be better and a stronger reply back to Russia for sure, because Russia is aggressive. There is no doubt about it. It can be solved through diplomatic talk. You can hire Chechenian, you can hire Chechenian people and get the Zelensky killed.
This topic of India,
You can get
Ukraine, Russia thing. Means apart from this, there are many things going into the world, and many more has like. I think in Ukrainian war, maybe it's more than 500 soldiers or more than 500 civilians have died. But in Syria, what is happening, in Palestine, what is happening, no one like is going to say anything about it. So
right.
there are things happening in the world, but no one is just caring. So we are not just caring about the thing that is in the hype of the media.
So media is also playing tricks. Media has
it's a political thing.
Yeah, media is also playing tricks, because media is focusing one section of the news only war, and there are so many things in India happening there. They are staying away from the limelight, and that's the reason they go unnoticed. Means even the good development can go unnoticed, even the bad development can go unnoticed. And media is supposed to be fourth pillar of this country, and because of being fourth pillar, it has the duties, has obligation to bring and highlight every issues and every developments that is taking place within this country, not beyond this country, only between Russia and Ukraine that is taking place as a war. So I think the India media must wake up to the call. It's a final call that we must stay focused on what is happening within the country as well, because we cannot let that go unnoticed. This is a big country. India is a big country, not a small country, and many people means second after China in population. So there are a lot of things taking place, and we are not focusing on that. So media is being biased this point on this account, and we must
not biased reaction. Means like since history, like Russia is our ally and Ukraine was never our ally. Ukraine never supported any like United Nations for anything. Like since like before 30 years, India is like United Nations bigger platform, and whatever India is doing, Ukraine is just denying that India is not doing it right. Means Ukraine always opposes India in like you can say for every treaty and for every action that India has done like in the United Nations. So Ukraine is was never our ally.
Okay, it has never been our allies and never can be, but it can be in future. I don't know anything about that, but we sum up this discussion at this point of time by saying that it's a issue, international issue. We have a lot more issues in our country. We need to stay focused on that and can make the changes positive one by bringing and highlighting the issues that we are facing in country. We have so many challenges that we have in country, so that's we should discuss rather than
we are also suffering from many problems in India, but no one is like. It is going like unnoticed to everyone.
Okay, Shiva, that's very much cordial conversation with you on this topic, and I'm glad that you spoke very well, and you definitely you got a good geopolitical knowledge on the issue. At the same time, you know what is happening across the world. You keep yourself updated and about what is happening around the world. That's a good point, and being a student, it's a much positive point for you. So
yeah, thanks.
I really congratulate you that you spoke very well. Hopefully,
thanks.
Next time we talk
coming
you.
Coming from the speaker from your side, it's a great
okay, Shiva. Okay, Shiva. So it's time to say goodbye and see you later. Bye bye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
अगर इस एप्लीकेशन को आप यूज करना चाहते हैं, अगर आप इसे, तो मैं इसका डिस्क्रिप्शन दे रहा हूँ, आप वहाँ से डाउनलोड कर लें. डाउनलोड करने के बाद आप इसे जब चाहे यूज कर सकते हैं, कोई चार्ज नहीं है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है. इसमें इस एप्लीकेशन के द्वारा आप इंग्लिश सीख सकते हैं और इसी प्रकार से बात कर सकते हैं. तो आप मेरे डिस्क्रिप्शन में जा कर के इसे डाउनलोड कर लीजिए और हो सके जितना ज़्यादा इसे आप शेयर कीजिए अपने दोस्तों के साथ. थैंक यू वेरी मच.